It's really fascinating because when PSYCH-K came into my life, I wasn't looking for any other process or modality to add to my kit of tools. I was a practicing homeopath, really happy with the way that I was supporting clients to make changes in their lives, whether that was mental, emotional, spiritual, physical health issues, and having some really amazing results. But I guess the biggest challenge at the time for me in my life was my young son at the time. He's now 20, but at the time had some health challenges. And he was really small, a young baby, and so I was using my best powers of deduction to try and work out what was going on for him. And through a process of finding first and foremost kinesiology or muscle testing, being able to communicate directly with his subconscious in order to find out what it was he really needed and in what order he needed whatever it was to be able to support him to recover or create balance in his health and in his life. Kinesiology was almost like a breadcrumb on the path towards PSYCH-K, and it was just phenomenal being able to use muscle testing to be able to support him and overcome those challenges. And in that process, PSYCH-K found me. As I mentioned, I wasn't really looking for anything at the time. I had attended a course, and somebody who I'd met on that course had sent me an email about PSYCH-K. And I hadn't really looked at it at the time when she first sent the email, but subsequently did later on. And so many people come to the workshop having found PSYCH-K through the amazing work of Dr. Bruce Lipton and his book, particularly The Biology of Belief. And that wasn't the case for me. I had an email with a link to a YouTube video where Rob Williams, the originator of PSYCH-K, was talking about PSYCH-K. There was nothing other than him speaking a little about what PSYCH-K was. And I hadn't experienced it, I didn't really understand what it was, and actually that it would be helpful in my life. Wasn't really aware of limiting beliefs at that time in my life, but something deep within me, there was a deep resonance at that cellular level, and I knew that I needed to explore it more. And I found myself at the basic workshop, the foundational in-person workshop, and it just completely and utterly blew my mind. And on the journey I've taken with PSYCH-K, what's been phenomenal is the peeling back of layers and layers of conditioning that I didn't even know existed, things that were preventing me from really stepping into my life in a bigger way. And by removing some of those layers in a really simple, effective and easy way, and that's often what people share after they've learned PSYCH-K or experienced PSYCH-K, is how can it be so easy? And it is phenomenally easy. And the other thing that was so interesting to me, having worked with clients for a long period of time with homeopathic remedies and flower essences, for example, was that we didn't ever have to find the core of an issue to be able to resolve it. We didn't have to go back in time to the original cause of whatever was presenting for them in any given moment, that we could really focus on the destination. So what was it that they wanted? What is the goal? What's the destination? Where do you want to go? What do you want in your life instead of this current challenge? And with PSYCH-K, the opportunity to be able to focus on that point and simply, quickly, easily move in that direction was mind-blowing for me. And so through the process of going through all of the workshops and now certifying to become an instructor, it has changed my life beyond all measure, just removing all of those layers of conditioning that now what I realise looking back has allowed me to be the essence of who I am, almost that path home to myself that, has been a beautiful journey, beautiful unfolding to find that spiritual part of me, that divine part of me, so I can be a true expression of who I am, but also that I have the best job in the world, because now being a PSYCH-K instructor, I'm able to help and support others do the same. And the beautiful thing about PSYCH-K is no matter where your starting point, where your journey is, your access point to PSYCH-K, whether it begins from that place of self-help, maybe you have a challenge something in life that's not working for you. It could be a very practical thing. You know, it could be a financial thing, a relationship thing. It could be a career challenge or a sense of direction or what's my purpose in life. All the way through to that level of self-realization. So really, as I mentioned for my own experiences, becoming that or realizing that divine spiritual side of us, living this human experience, that we are here in this human form to experience all the experiences and learn everything that there is to learn in this human life. But ultimately, you know, dispelling this illusion of separation, that we are separate from each other, we are separate from divinity, we are separate from nature. When we reconnect with all of those things, the possibilities to live a joyful, fulfilling, satisfied and harmonious and balanced life, the opportunities are endless. And that's what I love about PSYCH-K. It can be an easy path to everything that you wish for in your life, really. I feel like I have the best job in the world.